if you are trying to make these edges either by putting a side form on the paver or separately, they are not going to last. Our concept of slip forming is, we feel everything is slip form. Slip forming, you should not do any mold development of the surface after it comes from the mold. It should directly form the edges. The surface should be finished. Only thing a float can level it across. No rework should be done on the surface. I have seen even certain airports being done. Although specification says it has to be slip formed. But what they do is they put a fixed form, put a vibrator inside, machine does only vibration, nothing else, which can be done with the simple machines. We don't need a big slip form machine for that. 2 minutes. Now, other issue is the dowel bars. Now, every design says we need a dowel bar. How do you check the dowel bars are being placed, whether they are placed accurately? The red line show dowel bars which are not placed properly. Dowels help concrete to move, the slabs to move across. If you are locking the joint, it will break. These are the shifts which are possible in the dowel bar movement, and it results in the crack. Once you are inserting a dowel bar in the system, you have to consolidate the material around the dowels. Otherwise, you get a formation like this and a weaker joint. Now, we have come up with a special design where we're holding these dowels at 3 places. You can see there is a lip here which is holding dowel in a position. We are not allowing it to shift. Other systems, they just push it straightway in where the dowel has a chance of shifting, and you will never get them straight. And after the dowel is placed, there is excess concrete which needs to be consolidated. This helps in consolidation with a tamper and a mold, pushes the concrete further down so that you don't have the unconsolidated material around the dowel bars. It should be consolidated properly. Earlier problem was, how will the consultant check every joint? It is difficult. But now you have a system where you can place it, scan it the surface, and within 5 minutes you get the scan of all the dowels. How many placed, how many are correct, which are likely to fail. Many European countries are insisting that this forms part of the bills what the contractor gives, so that tomorrow a joint fails, they know which joint has failed and how it is going to fail. New system has come in that earlier paving was done with the string lines. It is human dependent. He has to put a peg, string line. Paver follows the elevation what he has put. You can avoid all the human errors and get as designed pavement only once you use a 3D paving. Here we put all the levels on the total station, and machine senses these levels, and I get a as designed surface as has been designed by the consultants. Now, concrete problem is whatever you have done is done. You cannot do anything later. You have to live with it. But is there any way beforehand to know that I am not doing it correctly? Can I check something? What we have done is we also place the smoothness indicators on the mold itself, so that while paving, you will know the riding quality. Once you know what is my riding quality coming at the time of paving, you can take some corrective actions, which is very, very difficult to do it later. Later, you cannot do anything, you have to live with it. You can take a printout, or you can see on the screen. Consultant is very, very useful to see while paving, can I get something better, or this is the final thing I'm achieving. Now, this is for the consultants basically. Many of the roads we have been asked for the drains and curbs and all that, but most of the designs are not based on mechanization. They are based on manual construction. Consultants need to check with the manufacturers, how do I mechanize it? Can I change the design slightly to make it mechanize the process? We can do these kind of drains. We can do different kinds of drains, barriers, different crash barriers, retaining wall slopes, provided the consultant is ready to work with the manufacturer, change the design slightly so that it can be mechanized. 1 minute. Now the whole process is based on, it is orchestra. All components of the paving has to be in unison, then only it works better. I will just show you 1 minute picture. This is another thing. Now, many areas we don't have slip forming, you need a space for track, you need a space for sensors. And if you are doing very close to the edges, walls or something, or the bridges, we have to leave those spaces. Now, we can have a mold, side mold on the paver, so that I can reach all the areas where I have a problem with placing the tracks. We also have developed a small paver which can do from 1.5 to 3 meters for areas which cannot be done with a bigger machine.